People were just built different back then. So like, those Blizzard Bowls and all that crap and everything. It's just they could survive it because they were like Cro-Magnon at one point.
True. It's true.
I don't care who's listening.
They didn't even look cold. They're sitting there, the wind's blowing out, they're all ice. They're like, let's go.
Dude, and
I'll be dying. I'll be like,
dads were just known for like, I got a flannel shirt on or some shit. They go outside in a blizzard and they're just like, they're all a little bit nippy.
Wow, Buffalo fans are fucking wild. People out there with no shirts on spelling bills in a blizzard.
Fucking jumping through tape. They do some wild shit.
Buffalo. Okay, so listen.
Call me crazy. I like progress.
This is the only two. So Buffalo is the most wildest. Yeah. Philadelphia is the most vicious. That's what I heard. Philadelphia will. They'll tell their own team go fuck.
Yo, they threw batteries at Santa Claus.
I know that's what I'm saying.
So they hid them. They hid them in snowballs and threw the batteries at fucking Santa.
Philadelphia is like the main team will fucking easily backstab your own team.
I can't believe
it's like the craziest shit. They're like, I'll kill you all, you fucking losers.
That'll never. My son's an Eagles fan. It kills me, but whatever. I'm happy for him. Here's my problem, though. Like, I'm a New York Giants fan. I realize this is a horror podcast, but I don't care. I'm a New York Giants fan.
Well, that is scary. So
I grew up 20 minutes from the stadium. I get it.
No, yeah, I get it.
We also had the Jets, so again, it was a different culture. The fact that Philly could destroy everything just because there was a first down missed scares me. That's a whole other level of human being.
Yeah, but you also have to hear. Yeah, but here's also the crazy shit is like, for whatever reason in college sports, when their college team wins like the national championship and all that shit, they destroy their own city. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to do it.
Well, remember, a lot of those college kids are not from that city, so they don't care.
And you got to think hockey. If they win a fucking Stanley Cup, they riot and destroy their own town.
It's just weird. It's just a weird thing to do. Like, I understand the whole march and cheering and all that, but just tearing shit up and burning shit down. Like, what the fuck? This is how you celebrate?
It's not just football or sports either. Comedians, they go do gigs in the clubs in Philadelphia. If you're bombing, they will fucking they're vicious. They will fucking, like you said, throw batteries, boo you, fucking call you names and everything. Philadelphia, they're crazy.
The name calling and shit you get, but I'm like, throwing batteries on stage. That's
no. They're like, there's a couple of comedians like, so there's a famous clip, Bill Burr. So there was a whole bunch of comics in Philadelphia. I forgot what year it was.
The virus tour. It's Opie and Anthony's virus tour.
Yeah, so they were everybody was bombing. Bill Burr's like, oh, so they're going to see me and automatically fucking rip me. He was like, fuck this shit. He went out there, just started no bit. He just started going at him. And he's like, yo, fuck you. And it got famous. It went viral. Bill Burr fucking tore him up. He got him back. They were all laughing.
Yep, so they were cheering him on. He left and they started viciously going after people again, so they didn't bring out.
Honestly, crowds like that, they like that shit because then you got him, then you got your attention. It's like boom, now I can fuck with now I can do our material.
You got to watch that though. It's like 9 minutes of him out there.
It's hilarious.
Like, you got to come out here.
I would watch that. You
gotta watch it. It's on YouTube. It's famous. It went viral. It's a famous clip.
That shit's probably fucking
and Bill Burr is funny as fuck because he's straight upset. He's like. The guy is like, you're going out. He's like, they're going to eat me alive. He's like, I'm not even doing my shit. He just went out there and just started fucking with everybody.
Yeah, that's some balls, man.
Yeah, it's
you have to. You really have to. Especially, I mean, I've never done stand-up, nor would I try it. But you got to have balls to go up there.
Oh,
at the very least.
Yeah. Okay. But even that, like sturdy. We're not even selling you on how insane it. Like. Everyone in that theater was screaming at the people on stage, vicious stuff.
It didn't matter what race.
Didn't matter.
They were destroying.
Pissed. And he walked out there. They were doing the same thing to him. That dude held his composure.
The whitest guy in the world.
Put his arm up on the stand like he always does. Yeah, the whitest guy. And
the redhead. I think he had hair then.
everything about Philly. Your fucking hero is a fictional character, is Rocky. He's like, you guys are all fake. And
yeah, he goes at it. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
It's the
And
greatest.
Bill Burr has this like his comedy is like he has like it's a temper thing. Like he gets pissed off and he just goes at it, and that's what he did. That's like the real Bill Burr. He just went at it. He's like, "Fuck you and your fucking Rocky, fuck you and your fucking teams." He's just like going at everything.
I'm most
everything about Philadelphia.
I'm most familiar with him from the Efforts for Family show on Netflix.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr is fucking hilarious.
Like the father, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
His stand-up is great. His
I love all of them. I watch the clips where he's on Conan. He breaks Conan all the time.
Every time.
Conan can't help it.
You see him on the news that time because he made fun of the Catholic Church, and I love this one because he makes fun of the Catholic Church, and then one of the women like that was on Fox News or something like that, and the guy in the morning show, he was just there to promote his thing, and they're like, "Well, you're not very popular right now." She was stupid. She was just like, "Yeah, you're not very popular right now," waving her hand in his face. He's like, "Why?" He goes, "Because in Google is, you at the church," and one of the things he said, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "You have to Google yourself." And he's just like, "Oh, please." He's like, "Did anything I say, was it worse than what they did?" And like, they were like, "All right, cut 2, we gotta go."
They're like, "Cut shit," because he didn't care. He was live too. It was live.
And he was laughing. He did that Bill Burr, like, "Did anything I say is worse than what they've done?" He goes, like,
it's fucking great.
I mean,
he's one of my favorite comics, honestly.
She asks for it.
But anyways, well, Bill Burr is a maniac, just like this movie.
Yes, that's actually
maniac.
Great segue, James.
Look at that.
So every time I see the word maniac, that song pops up in my head.
The
fucking was it the 80s? The Maniac song? Maniac.
Probably. Hollow Bones, Wu-Tang, go check it out. That's the song. Link is in there.
So I never seen this movie, so I went to I never seen the original. I watched both.
Ooh.
What'd you think? Before we even get into our ratings, what'd you think of the original?
The original was okay. It was good. It was like focused more on the killer, following him like through his eyes, like closeness. The only thing that bothered me, dude, either it sounded like he was doing a porno, or he was taking a shit. He's like, through the whole movie. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, that's that. I liked that addition to it. I think that added that level of creepiness where you're just like, oh, it was just weird. I think you know what it is, because I'm a fat guy. I'm a fat guy. Yeah.
And he was fat. I'm like, dude, sit down on the bench, catch your breath. It
was so funny. But I'll tell you, man, I love that original because one of my favorite, like, not genres, but like areas of film that I love are movies that take place in New York City, like 1970s, 1980s, early 80s, whatever. But like that time, like I love watching Night Court because I had that really like gritty vibe, Basket Case, all those movies that came out, and this is like, to me, when I think of that time, like the quintessential New York, like 80s New York, like just movie in general, like grittiness. I think it's a really well told and well made and well acted.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, I agree. And this was my second time seeing the original. I was like, I was just glad I went back to it, which I've been doing that with all these movies. If I seen the originals or not, just as a refresher, because I mean, for the most part, I haven't seen them in years, if at all. I mean, for the ones that I've seen, I haven't seen them in years.
Yeah.
And this was just like, this was good. This was good. I was like, and it was good, but this is also one of those ones that we've discussed before, to where like, what movies would you want them to remake? This would have been a movie I would have picked, because as good as it was, I don't feel like it has as much. It didn't have the buzz that I feel like it deserved. Because this is one of those, I feel like if you throw, like, this is like a gem to me. Not as good as the gem is.
Now you're talking about the remake or the original?
The original. I'm saying no.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not mad. I'm saying I'm not mad it was remade because I feel like it's one of those that. Yes, I'm sure a good amount of people know about it, but I feel this is one of those ones that I feel like a lot more should know about it. Like if you know somebody, like if you personally know somebody that hasn't seen the original movie, the original Maniac, I feel like you should tell them to check it out because it's good.
It's a good like stalker serial killer movie.
Yeah, they did it really well in this one, in my opinion.
Now
they did it really
I couldn't remember the beginning. Is this well, every movie like this they take pieces of each serial killer, but is this like a story of a like real life famous serial killer in New York?
It's kind of.
Think they said
couple of different. It's inspired by some, like Son of Sam,
like Gin, shit.
Yeah, Son of Sam, and no, not even Gin. It's like the New York ones. It was the New York Ripper. I don't know, or was it Ripper? Like one of those, the Zodiac or something like that.
Because the cutting off the scalp with the hair, it triggered something. Like I remembered something. I was like, was that what serial killer was that? Automatically, I was like, is this based off the true story of that dude? Because automatically a serial killer popped in my head. I just couldn't think of the name because that sounds familiar. Like they took the hair.
Yeah.
They fucking scalped the top of their heads off and shit. I'm like, God damn.
But yeah, I do love the guerrilla style of this movie, though.
Yeah, and I just feel like they did a real. It was one of those movies again to where it's like you're not gonna watch it often. Maybe watch it every few years. If it pops up, if it pops on, you're not mad. Like if a friend was like, "Hey, I'd never seen this. Would you watch this with me?" You're not mad that you're watching it again. And
I will tell you this. I think that's a retired movie for me.
This one right here.
The original, yeah. I think it's great. It's not one I would recommend for the faint of heart. Like true horror fans that don't mind any part of it, they just enjoy the genre. I would say this is the purest way, or like hardcore gore and just like violence, guys or girls, or anyone. For that,
and this is realistic shit. This really can really happen.
Yeah. You know, so like I wouldn't tell my wife, "Hey, let's sit down and watch this." But it's one of those movies where like I'll probably never watch it again, but not because I don't like it. I respect it for what it is.
Same here, yeah.
But like I said to you, Sturdy, and I've kind of said on my show, like I am retiring movies now. To where I don't feel like I have to keep them in my realm to watch them. Maybe I'll go back. I'm never putting them out forever, but they're retired for now, and I'm just not going to visit. And it just brings me to a good point. I think, and not to segue too quickly, I think I can retire this and might replace it even with the 2012.
That's fair. That's fair, though, because the 2012 one was good. It told the story. Actually, it may have told the story better. But, I mean...
more detailed.
I'll say this. Compared to what we reviewed Tuesday, this is the way you fucking do a remake. This is the way you do a remake to where... Which was a great segue, by the way, Mick. To where it's like, yes, you're telling the same story, but you're not shooting the same shots. You're not copying the same... You're not just fucking... Oh, shit, let me just steal every line. You know what? I'll change a little bit about this. I'll just have him jerk off looking at her.
No soul to it.
No, they added how he was getting the mannequins. Like the first one, this dude just had mannequins in his book.
Yeah,
like,
I like.
What the hell did you get these things, man?
I like that.
No suspicion, you know. Like, but it makes sense because that's timely. Why who would ever question somebody in the 80s, especially like an Italian man in the 80s, like buying mannequins or stealing or like paying somebody off to a department store? Give me some of your old ones. Like, that makes sense. Like it felt like now, like, yeah, if you're carrying a mannequin into your house, people are probably going to look. You know, why do you have so many fucking mannequins? Like, but like that made a lot of sense. So it's cool that it. Either way, I'm cool with it because of the time frame.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and then and like with the newer one though, what was cool about it and what I liked about it is you had a better. I'm not saying it was right what he was doing, but you had a better understanding why he was so fucked up. Because his mother was dirty ass whore. Yes, she was.
Yeah, you're doing it right in front of your kid.
And everybody fucking all over the place, right in front of him. She didn't give a fuck.
Well,
unfortunately, that's like that's not an I don't know that personally, but that's not an unheard of thing for people back, and I've heard stories like that where it, you know, some prostitutes would put their kids in the closet and not for any satisfaction or anything, but like, or I don't know, but
to get them out of the way,
because like I got to make some money and they don't want a kid here, you know, like sit there and read your book or whatever,
put these headphones on and shit.
Yeah, they don't want to know that part of my life. Plus, I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah,
it's
more so why you shouldn't be. Well, never mind.
I mean, I think I will if I could interject on that though.
I mean, in a not in a way like that. Not in a way like that.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I mean, that's why we should legalize it. That's all I'm going to say. Normalize it. Normalize sex work.
Oh yeah.
You can put safety parameters on to protect these men and women who are out there doing it.
That's fair. Yes.
But just don't have sex in front of your kid. It does some damage.
I mean, yes, that's 100%. That I will not. Yeah, please normalize it so we don't have that to happen. The only thing I will say in regards to this, and then I'm done. Let's get into Maniac. But I feel like it makes sense because we are talking about these movies. Yeah. Oh, and you know, like normalizing is one thing, but also, you know, and I would love that for that to happen. But we also have to remember, like, not to shame or anything like that. While it is what it is, some people need to make ends meet, and it's the world's oldest profession.
And the thing is, listen, there's OnlyFans models are not getting shamed. If you don't shame them, you should be shaming the other ones.
Yep. So that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that only because the situation like this, you know, movies we're talking about is very violent, and I want to
yeah.
Oh yeah, this movie is wild.
Okay, for one, if the police were that crappy back in the 80s, I wish
they were the most corrupt.
No, listen, because the dude, he goes into the motel. Well, I'm thinking the fucking original. Never mind. Well, I'm talking about the original when he gets the girl to go in.
I was too.
He fills out the fucking paperwork, gives her the money, kills her in the hotel room, he leaves. They're gonna know who the hell was in that room.
Maybe he left a fake name.
I don't know.
Back in the 80s, you could. It's harder. Well, no, that's actually not true.
All celebrities do that every fucking day. They do the fake names.
You can go to a motel. You can go by an hourly motel and not leave a real name.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
So like it can happen. They exist. So
even though you could do that, I'd rather just stay somewhere where it's nice and in a nice area and all that shit. Just be comfortable and not have to be worried about shit, bed bugs and bullshit. That's the perfect way to say it too. Bed bugs and bullshit, because that's all you're gonna deal with when you stay at a place like that.
Nobody wants your bed bugs and bullshit.
You got bed bugs. You count it as an orgy.
No, I don't. See, James is on that bullshit. No, no. Bed bugs and bullshit is no.
I did like the kills of the remake. The kills were better, like that with the fucking the chopping fucking knife right into the mouth of that one dude. I was like, who did those special effects? Never mind. I'm thinking the original again. Fucking goddamn it.
I got to give a lot of credit to Elijah Wood with this one. He did such a fantastic job because again,
he did.
I don't see him as a maniac killer. Like he can be, like when he was, but a Sin City type of sensationalized, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas with like this is brutal. Like he is copying, and I got to give it. He's a huge horror fan. He has a horror production company and everything. Like he even produced this. So, he's a fan, and you can see that, like the bullshit Gus Van Sant fucking money grab Psycho.
Yeah.
You can tell Elijah Wood has respect for what it was and who the character of Frank Zito was, and he wanted to tell it in such a way for 2012 that I think still holds up. I think they both still hold up, personally.
Yeah,
they do. They really do. Watching them back to back, they really do. And honestly, I'll say I like the the remake better, but it's not by a lot. It's not by a lot, but it was just, oh my god, I just enjoyed it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This is a really aggressive, real violent, crazy movie, just like it was for the 80s. But I feel like they turned it up a notch with that. And then they dove in deeper with his mentality, with the story with his mom, because he had to, instead of just hearing his mother's voice, you had flashbacks of seeing her. Frank, go in your room. Frank, go away. Frank, and
while he's having his migraine, he's having all these flashbacks and shit. That's when he wants to go kill somebody. Oh, let's talk about this chick really quick. The one who's taking the photos and he meets.
Yeah.
For one, she led him on hardcore. I mean, she led him on so much where the other boyfriend should accuse her for cheating. I'm like, yo, you're because she was hanging out with him, flirting, like like they're on dates and shit. I'm like, yo, the other boyfriend's like, yo, does he know where you're at?
I mean, the way I see it, I see it, and how I would be, and this isn't being possessive. This is just, how I roll. But they were going on a lot of like lunch and dinner dates for her to be in a relationship, to be in a really serious relationship.
Yeah.
You know what fucked me up? You just said that, and it woke me up to something that now kind of annoys me about this movie.
What's that?
And it's not the movie. It's how writing goes today. Writers today don't know how to be as daring as they were back in the day when it was kind of like you had to throw shit together. Now there's a lot of uniform stuff, but stuff like Maniac, the original, was an indie. It like a hardcore guerrilla filmed indie. Like, yes, Elijah Woods is an indie, but he is a superstar that is in that movie. There's money there. There's clout. There's equipment. Like, not this, like William Lustig carrying around camera on a small crew and like filming what's his name? Joe, I can't remember his last name, but killing people, or whatever. Yeah. So my biggest argument against this now is by doing that, when you write that in, and now I'm not saying it's not a bad story. It was good. I liked it, but you usually soften your killer by having him being used in some way.
Yeah.
So he's doing other vicious killers, like, yeah, he's a killer, but then he's getting used. But I feel bad about that because I've been in that. And I think that takes away from the Maniac, in my opinion. Yeah. Because in the original, he's killing, his mother fucked him up. It was a hard life, and he's just snapped, and he's a maniac. And I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, but it makes sense to the idea of a maniac. He's a maniac, and there's a different reason for it, but I don't need a reason or a sympathy for him. That's why I'm watching this movie.
Yeah.
So like, I think that now that you mention, I think that kind of takes it away from me, because I don't like softening characters, and that happens way too much in writing these days.
It does. They try to flip it where you feel bad for the villain a little bit. You're like, oh, what's that?
I was just about to try to play devil's advocate too. And be like, well, I mean, was she really leading him on? Could you just call it his business because she was renting his
I guess, but like she was flirting.
But then I was like,
justifying it.
No, I said she was real flirty. But then, if I'm not wasn't she the one who asked him if he had a girlfriend, and he was like, no, and she had like this big ass smile on her face. Was like, wait a minute, how, or some shit. I'm just like, okay, she could be going.
Yeah, no, she was hardcore flirt. That's what I'm saying. I said that to the whole movie because when she said, "Oh, my boyfriend" on the phone, I was like, "Oh, you put that in there?" I'm like, "Yo, now what the fuck? Where's the boyfriend? You're cheating on his ass." I'm like, "The hell's going on here?"
Yeah, that does take it away from me, because honestly, too, like, I don't want him to be softened for me, because that perpetuates the idea of like she's doing something wrong, so it's justified in this one, and it's like it's not. None of them are justified. What do we do?
None of them are justified.
But that's what made the original such a great villain. It's like you're sympathetic to him because you know his backstory. You're like, fuck, that sucks, but dude, you're really bad, and I can't cheer for you. You don't cheer for him in the movie.
No, fuck,
like, this is fucked up, and so like for this one to kind of add that element, like, I'm just like, why soften it? Like, I understand you're trying to add a little story. Maybe you think the original was a little thin, but it wasn't. That's all I'm gonna say. It wasn't. You could have played it up. You didn't have to soften it at all. And
it could have been just to add a little story to it. But I mean,
I always felt bad for her. By the way, sorry. I just want to add that.
You always felt bad for her.
Yeah, because all of his victims, like that did not make me feel like James broke the glass ceiling, not the glass on the glass for me. Where now I realize, like, I know what they were trying to go for there, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I hate this movie. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate it.
It's
very good movie.
Okay. Glad I'm glad.
One tiny element that I was like,
he's like, I'm glad I'm retiring this shit too now.
Speaking of which, I guess it's a great time to hop into our ratings and we can hop right into the wheel to see what the fuck's going on Tuesday and Thursday. And it's my turn to let me think. I'll give it a 6.
I'm with you at 6.
Since I have not rated it, last time you did the original, if it's okay, I want to do both. If that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
The original I would give a 7, and this one I would probably give around a 6.
Same exact. I had that in my head too. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it was very good, very well done.
Good.
Like I agree with you, Sturdy. What you said in the opening was spot on, and compared to Tuesday's movie, which I will not name again. Go back and watch. Go back and watch Sturdy's show, and you'll find out. So I'm gonna leave you on cliffhangers, people. Don't go back and listen to this earlier to find out. Go back and watch the show. But like this movie really, like they took something that people liked and made it into something more. Like there's elements in here that we're not finding anywhere else. There's degrees to the character that we're kind of seeing. And I liked it. I thought they did a really cool job with it.
Okay. Yes.
What ending did you like better? Did you like the original rip apart, or did you like the skin peel?
The skin peel.
That was crazy. That it made him look like a mannequin.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
That was cool.
I did not know where that shit was going until it went.
Me either. I thought because I seen him pulling skin. I was like, oh, they're gonna rip him apart like the original did.
What's the third movie? I saw Wrong Turn and Child's Play.
Wrong Turn, Child's Play, and Silent House, I believe it's called.
Oh, I saw that.
I don't think
those are the last 3, and there's only 3 more episodes till the new wheel. So I'll just figure out when they're each dropping.
Wrong Turn.
I met the guy that was in this, Damien Maffei. He's a nice guy.
Nice.
I'll give him the shout out because he was so nice to our show. Come on, Sturdy Show.
It's been a while since I've seen Wrong Turn.
No, that isn't the old one though.
Oh yeah,
they remade it. Matthew Modine's in this one.
Wait a minute, when did they do this?
About 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
Because isn't there like Wrong Turn 4?
Yeah, they made a lot back in the day, and now they're making sequels off of this one.
Oh, come on!
It was a good one. This one's good.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. So.
I haven't seen it either. So okay.
They did a good job with it because it was getting stale.
Silent House is Tuesday, or Thursday, and Child's Play will be the following Tuesday, and then I'll reveal the wheel the following Tuesday and spin it then.
Love it. Are you continuing on, sir?
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep going. I'm just getting this going.
I'm sure we can find more stuff to talk about. Let's see what else happened in this shit.
Dude, the whole element. Okay, first of all, how about that kill in the car in the original? What's your favorite kill from this? Actually, let's do that. We didn't even talk about that aspect of it all.
I did like the hatch, but he didn't die at that spot though.
Well,
the hatchet to the mouth.
It still counts. Okay, so what's your favorite attack?
I like that. That came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
I was like, that was cool. That was cool. Right in
cool.
the fucking mouth. Like, ow.
I got to tell you, the unexpected first kill when he's following the girl. First of all, the whole thing was very cool. How he was like, "See you later," and then like trying to drive off. He's got that subtle voice.
Yeah.
But the fact that because again, I forgot watching this that it's his POV sometimes. Sometimes you're just kind of like, oh, what's she doing? And then like in that instance, I'm like, I know it's her POV. I've just been watching his POV for like 5-10 minutes. But just a quick grab, like I didn't expect that. As soon as she says something and he snaps that, that was cool. That was a very cool kill. So that set a tone.
Yeah.
For me, I gotta think. Let me think. Till death do us.
I know one kill. Well, technically, that wasn't a kill. It killed, but it wasn't him. The ending, the car hit. She got in the car to get away. The car ran him over. They crashed into a fucking tree, and she flies out and dies.
Honestly, one kill that whatever
Come on,
you
I'm
want to
like,
call
what the hell is that?
it, is what happened to him at the end. Like, gets turned into a fucking mannequin. That was just weird and crazy.
Well, that was his. He was going through death. That was all his wrongdoings coming in, and before
Still,
his light went out. Basically,
Still,
that
though,
was
it was
his
just like
mind
this.
shutting down.
It was like it was a unique way of showing it and doing it, though. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, this is cool.
Trust me, that motherfucker was dying. He got fucked up.
I think that's why I like the original. I like this ending better, but I do like the original. It seemed more plausible that he might have torn himself.
Yeah,
you know, like, and that's when they found him. Like, he went mad thinking they were doing it, and he was tearing at himself. And you can just interpret it that way if you want to go realistic or say supernaturally. They're back. This one, I really did. Again, I liked that it was a lot. It was realistic to a sense, but realistic to the character, I should say, not the sense, but it just. But that original, like, the realism was kind of cool for the movie. Like, you could imagine more of the realistic way of doing it.
Well, with the original too, when they are showing him getting ripped apart and everything, it was because right at the end, when the cops are in there, he was on his stomach, and the cops were sitting there. Then it pinned at him again. His eyes opened, so he could have had a mental thing like scratching himself, thinking he was tearing himself apart, and just fell on the bed and just laid there. And the cops are sitting there thinking he's dead.
Could have even just been stabbing himself and ripping himself apart. You know, like,
exactly,
you don't know.
Yeah,
like, you get the imagination of what's happening through it. And I like that element of it, but the idea of, like, well, he could have just been doing it to himself and going crazy. He's a maniac. He lives up to that. And that's why, like, with this, again, I like it, and for the character, it was fun. Now I'm talking myself out of it.
Could you think that he was doing this in the second one too, in the remake? Same thing. He was laying there. He's not really dead.
No, I did think he was dead.
You think he was dying and they're all sitting there like he was
going
just
back?
It? I know. It's
like they're looking on him, you know, because like the whole time we've been looking through his eyes. I do like the fact that by the end we're looking on him as if he's one of his subjects, you know.
Yeah.
That's why it's realistic to the character. But now I'm thinking about the so I don't know. I'm a little torn right now. I'm gonna have to think about this.
You have to think about that. Maybe change up your ratings.
I don't know. No, not the ratings.
Okay.
Just which ending I like more.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I really like how they played up the crazy, going back to this in both movies, and like really did a great job of showing how much of a maniac this character really was, like how much of a maniac Frank really was. It wasn't just
because you gotta look up they have to look up the definition of what maniac means. And if you don't have a character, your story is not based off the definition of a maniac.
Yeah.
And then it won't work because then you're
right.
like, this dude's not a maniac. He's just like he's a little cuckoo or something. You know, like he's not full maniac. No, this motherfucker was.
Maniac. A person exhibiting extreme symptoms of wild behavior, especially when violent and dangerous. Both fit that bill.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
that definition came out after this movie. They were like, "Yup,
like, that's what we call
that right there."
Yep, they're the ones that made. They're the ones that made up the word. They're like, "What's maniac mean?" They're like, "Watch the movie." They're like, "Oh, we know."
I'll tell you, there are. I appreciate people who appreciate this movie, but if people have this poster up in their room, I get a little uneasy.
Yeah, you're like, okay, you like it that much, huh? What were you thinking over there?
Cool
are you stalking girls in the bushes?
It's a very cool poster. I'm not taking it away. It's well drawn, and it tackles. And I'm talking about the original. It tackles the movie perfectly. Like, I don't know how. Not all posters can do this, but some posters just, you look at it and it's perfectly encompassing what the movie is. Drew Struzan was probably the best for that, but like Back to the Future does that for me too. Like, he's like, I get the sense of adventure, the bewilderment of it, but Maniac does that for me too. The horror's there, but like if you're hanging it in your room,
I think I would need a
mean,
little bit more
chances are.
evidence. Now, if he had that and other serial, like a book, like reading up on like serial killers, and he has a whole bunch of shit just laying
What do you mean
around.
to tell me? Okay, what in their bedroom?
If he has like a dead cat in the corner,
or do you mean like their man cave room?
In the man cave is more acceptable, or an office or something.
yeah,
It's more
bedroom.
acceptable than like out in the living room or in your bedroom, especially not in your bedroom. That'd be fucking weird.
Oh, here's the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
If he has all that shit in the bedroom, but on the outside door, he has one of those keep out signs hanging. That's when you know something's up.
That's true. I will say, as I think about it, it's also if somebody has this, and okay, let's try it this way. If you walked into somebody's home, right, and they had this up in their home, you and your wives walk in, right, and he's like, "Hey, can you run to the store for me?" Oh, she could stay. Would you leave her there?
Oh, fuck no. I wouldn't do that.
That's what I mean when I say if you have this poster,
unless I really know
that person.
Yeah, but I was just saying, unless but but the poster wouldn't change that though, because like if it's Henry, I'm gonna okay, I'll be right back.
Well,
I mean, it's your brother. Like I said, if you really know that person, but I'm talking about like, yeah, maybe you know him, but you don't like hang out often.
Like you've seen him a couple times and invite you to dinner.
The thing, though, I wouldn't leave my wife with somebody like that if I don't hang out with him or don't know him like that.
Now, would you if he had a wife? Like, say he had a wife or something too.
And then he went to the store and she was begging for help. Would you leave?
Oh, I'm like, back up slowly. Tell him I'm sick.
He
walks out the door and she's like, he's a maniac.
No, what I would do is I would call up you guys on through and say, listen, there's white people problems going on right now, and I'm gonna need you guys' help.
Oh my god, I'd be there in a fucking A-Team van. You have no idea. I'd come out full force with a cigar in my mouth, gloves on, and be like, I love it when a plan comes together. Let's beat this dude's ass.
It has nothing to do with violence. I don't know.
I know, but I'd still do it. I'd be like, let's do this. I'd throw a you wouldn't even be Mr. T. I'd make you Murdoch. James, you're Mr. T.
There you go. I'll be yelling, pity the fool.
Chris is a good talker. We'll make him face.
Pity the fool.
Oh my goodness, it'd be so hilarious. I was like, what the hell are you idiots doing now?
Instead of wearing chains, I'll be carrying chains and hitting shit with them.
I'm sitting there like Hannibal, like, yeah, you came to the wrong town. You think you're going to get tough with me, eh? No, my team here, my boys are going to take you out. Because that's how Hannibal talked in like every freaking episode. It was amazing.
Oh my goodness! And then I was like, all right, listen, idiots, go to Walmart, pick up the shit we told you to. Take off the costumes.
Let me tell you, I loved the A-Team so much growing up. I got to work with one of the members on a movie, and
that's awesome.
And now it's in seventh heaven. I was just like, and like become friendly with him. I was like, this is the greatest thing of my time. He's an A-Team.
He wasn't the dad towards you, was he?
The dad?
No, you said
no, he wasn't in that. He wasn't in that. That was Star Trek. Shut up. I meant no A-Team. No. It was Eddie Velez. He played Frankie in the fifth.
No, you said you were in seventh heaven, not him. You said, but you were.
Shit. No, I'm not the dad. At best, I'm Barry Watson. I'm losing.
No. When you said you were in seventh heaven, I'm assuming you were saying like you were all happy and excited. I was saying,
all right. Seventh heaven was in me.
Boom. There you go.
Actually, you know what's fucked up? My grandmother used to say, she used to love that show, right? Jesus. She used to love that show. The little blonde kid. She used to swear I looked like him, and I'm like, I don't. Hopefully that little blonde kid was okay.
Oh, man. It's a good thing you weren't an actor around that age, around him.
We were.
Oh. Well.
I remember the A-Team. Like I watched it too, and the thing is, I was watching the A-Team, and I liked the van so much. I was like, the van is fucking badass, right? Mm-hmm. Then my dad one day pulled up with a fucking green, that same style van, but it was green, and he had a fucking like a foghorn. You know those air fucking like it sounds like a train. Mm-hmm. He had one of those things. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. I was like, that van's badass. and he pulls the fucking thing, giving people heart attacks. Like it's a fucking train horn. Shit was awesome. I felt like the A-Team though. I was in there. I was like, yeah.
You want to watch?
I was like, let's go fuck shit up.
A good movie, and the van reminded me of it. I mean, I don't give a shit that he's in it. I still say watch it. Bill Cosby starred in it. It was Bill Cosby, Harvey Keitel, and like Raquel Welch. It's called Mother, Jugs, and Speed, and they're ambulance drivers, and so it's about like the chaotic life of ambulance drivers. And there's so many fun elements to it. It's a good story. It's a good movie. But Bill Cosby's character drove the big ambulance van, and like he would wait for like these people to cross, and that's when he'd flip on the siren. So like your story reminded me of that. That's why I prompted me.
So is it like funny? Is it funny?
Oh yeah, it's a funny movie. Yeah. It's like a dark comedy. It's very good.
Oh, okay.
I hope Raquel Welch was okay on the set of that, and every other woman.
And he don't mean it's a dark comedy because it's a black comedy, Aaron.
I know what that means. If you said Charlie Murphy, Wesley Snipes, that's a dark comedy.
He's like, oh, why is it dark? Because it's starring black people?
It would be fucking hilarious if Sturdy all of a sudden watched it this weekend, and then next Tuesday he turns it to black comedy with Sturdy. Is there Sturdy? And it just changes the tune. It's
black comedy with Sturdy.
That would be fucking funny. Your little segments are different genres. That's how you can cover them. Why do I have so many ideas? I don't know. I'm sorry.
You got a creative mind.
I do.
He does.
He hates me in the lab during it.
It's up and down. It's up and down. But you know
slow down, Mick. I can't.
He'll see me turn my head, and he'll just be like, "Ah, you got another one, don't you?"
There he goes. There he goes again.
It's a good thing, though.
It is. Let's start a business. All right. You find the clients, and I'll just give them new ideas for money.
There you go.
Consultants for hire.
There you go. You're the idea man. Like you need an idea. Actually, there was I follow a group. There was actually a post today or yesterday. Someone asking, need help on podcasts. Need people who have ideas and everything. Will pay or something, but gotta be serious. Message me. And I was like, huh. You know, I didn't think about it until you just said it. Like, Mick will be like 2 seconds of like one email, have like 18 things. Like, there you go, you're set.
Just follow these rules.
Send me the check.
But I'm like Sturdy will tell you, like, even with I'm so fucking mad about this background. I'm so mad about that thumbnail, dude. I still am. I had the wrong ship on there.
He does.
Wow.
I made it, but I don't know shit about Star Wars and Star Trek.
And he missed it.
I was gonna leave the ships for the whole fucking time.
Listen, it's all right.
Oh, you know how much that would have bothered me if I would have left that shit for the whole time. I could see Mick going back and creating a new one for every single episode. Like, listen, Sturdy, this is really stressing me out.
It was. I want to make you change it. I want to make a new one and make you change it. I'm so annoyed by this.
It'll take you longer to make a new one than it'll take me to upload it to YouTube to change the thumbnail. So
all right, I'm changing. I'll send you a new one.
Okay.
He's like, I can't think of no one.
I can't.
He's like, I can't sleep.
Hey, listen, man. You could do the whole Star Wars, Star Trek thing if you want, Mick. I'm fine with that. You can make it look all pretty.
I may. I'm having a lot of fun doing it though. That's why. Like I'm like you don't understand, Sturdy. You've seen me geek out on this stuff. Before this show started and I hopped on with you guys, my wife and I were talking, and like we're just having like a kind of a deep conversation, but nothing like intense or anything. And like we're getting into it, and like it wasn't emotional, but it was like a serious moment. And then she was like, "What about this?" And it reminded me of the thumbnail. And then I just went on a geek rant of Star Trek, and she goes, "That changed your attitude real fast." I was like, "I'm so in." Like again, there was no anger or anything at the conversation. It wasn't bad conversation, but I was focused on it. And then as soon as it hit and I thought about the thumbnail, I was like, there's nothing else I'm thinking about for the rest of this day. I'm going to fix it.
She was over there talking about their future plans together and how they're going to get rich. And Mick was like, oh, yeah, by the way, Star Trek.
That fucking poster, man.
Fucking poster. I was like, I gotta
Fucked
do
it
this.
up. I missed it. I should have never missed it.
Oh my
I was
gosh! Oh my
so
god!
mad about that.
I blame myself, even though Aaron the one put the wrong ship in it.
Oh, he fucked it up. I'm not taking credit for that.
Oh, but listen. People know that I'm not a Trekkie or a Star Wars guy, so blame the white guys for this one. You already know who not to blame in this one. Oh, you got 3 white dudes that none of them had anything to say about it until it was over with. Talk to them.
I will say this and only this. Fuck, I have a great idea for the next one. But I will say this and only this.
Well, hold that thought. Let's wrap this one up real quick. I just want to show you guys what's coming up.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Midnight Friday. We got the interview. Mummy Murders with Will Murders. Writer, director. Cannot wait for that. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And then we're going to hop back on Saturday. Oh, yeah. Sharkensaw. Yes. Women's prison. Sharks, prison. I mean, we talk a lot about prison behind the scenes and prison rape. So,
can I
and sharks
promote something for tomorrow too?
Yes, of course.
Sorry. Tomorrow, the exciting return of Dan the Man Master Shake on moderately entertaining moderately. What is it? Moderately entertaining mixology minutes. Is his show where he makes drinks, movie themed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's making its exciting return tomorrow on Mick at Night. We'll be going from 8 to 10, and then we have a to lead into Sturdy's review tomorrow.
Interview,
not interview tomorrow. Sorry, interview. Which I cannot wait for. We are going to watch Roadhouse over on my Discord, so please hang out, join up.
What time for both of those for you?
So starts at 8 for Dan and then Mick at Night, and then at 10 on the Discord I'll play the movie.
Boom. And then right at midnight, come on over for that interview. And oh shit, by the way, tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern time, thumbnail will be made. Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time, not tomorrow. Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Popcorn and Pints, episode 3 of Star Wars and Star Trek. Do I know which movies they are? Of course I don't. That's not my area.
Hold on.
Search for Spock. Boom. What did I tell you? Go ahead, Nick.
Search for Spock.
It is Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, versus Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Very excited. And
you know what I'm excited about, though, with going through these Star Wars things is episode 4, 5, and 6 when we get there. I just can't fucking wait.
Don't leave yet. I want to show the thumbnail. Hold on.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
No. I have to finish it. There's one more thing I got.
I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm really, really excited about that because
I'll be out of town. I'll be out of town this weekend, so I'm gonna miss this Saturday's pod. I'm gonna try to watch the movies though to keep up.
There you go.
Nice. You kind of have to, because if you're gonna pick back up, like I would. It frees you up. You don't have to watch them right away, but I do feel like you should do that, because then you're gonna pick up with Rogue One, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened with that?
Yeah, exactly. So actually I might do that tomorrow because I work from home tomorrow.
Same here. Yeah, I'm doing those, and I'm doing 2 Godzilla movies. I'm probably gonna start with Godzilla's, and then I'll be doing movies all day.
Episode 3 will be on Sunday on the Scene Sounds.
Yes, episode 3 of the Godzillas, which I gotta watch 2 more episodes. I watched the Astro Monsters earlier, which was different. The freaking, I gotta say this. I'm gonna show you guys what them spaceships look like on the live. I'm not gonna tell you how I felt about the movie, but I gotta show you how these fucking spaceships look on fucking
this is how in depth I go with this. Because I can use the ship that I used last week for this, but I'm not going to, because it is from Wrath of Khan. So I'm just going to switch out every week, even the Enterprise. Well, I have to after this, because after 3 there is no Enterprise, and then we get the Enterprise A. So yeah, you kind of got to do it. But,
oh shit!
I'm almost done now. Oh no, shit! I'm not almost done. Never mind. You can end it. I just have to change the names. I forgot to change the names
Boom.
up.
Look at that.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna love it, dude. You're gonna have a ball with that one.
Oh, that's the one I started with today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Invasion of Ant, because that's how they bring them in.
This was something else, guys. That was something else. I can't wait to discuss that.
Godzilla's like, what the fuck is that? Fuck this shit.
Oh my goodness. Make sure you guys tune into the Scene Snobs when that episode is dropped. Go watch the first 2 episodes. I'm learning a lot with this Godzilla stuff. I'm learning a whole lot with this Godzilla stuff. And make sure you turn into Sturdo Vision. New name for Late Nights with Sir Sturdy. It's Sturdo Vision now, people. And there's gonna be a new. Make sure you guys turn into Sturdo Vision tomorrow night, actually, because it's gonna look a little different visually, a little different, and it's gonna be a new look for Sturdo Vision. But you won't be able to see that unless you tune in. You should check out Horror with Sir Sturdy, Popcorn and Pints, the Scene Snobs, 3 Geeks, Worst Damn, Worst Damn Gamer. Come on now, people, you know who that is. There's so many. But check us out.
I finished. I rushed it for you. Oh, I don't have a title for it.
That's fine. We just want to see what the picture looks like. We'll get the title.
I'm getting
the title is basically just going to be the episodes. I don't think I did anything special for them. I don't remember though. Look at that. So, boom.
I put both Obi-Wan's and Anakin ships in there.
Oh shit!
I can't wait. But again, people, you guys have an amazing night. I'll see you in your nightmares. Adios.